Yeah, we got a good one on tap tonight. Thursday night football, Broncos-Chargers battling for playoff position out there in the AFC. We got prop sides, touchdowns, you name it. Let's make it happen. Hey, Dave Loughy on Twitter, Loughy_D. Hit your boy up if you haven't done so yet, and hit the thumbs up, subscribe. It helps me greatly. Helps us feed the algorithm if you think maybe this video has helped you throughout the season. And let me know down below. You guys already know I always check out the comments. Where are you going for today? I found a touchdown prop that has these odds are off on a specific sports book. We'll get there later in the video, but a bunch of other stuff. Let's make it happen with this game. Number one, talking sides as we do every single Monday and Thursday. Chargers are 2.5-point favorites at home against the Broncos. Look, maybe I'm just a sucker when it comes to Jim Harbaugh, but I have a tough time believing he isn't going to get the boys up for this one. You know, they're coming off an embarrassingly bad loss at home against the Bucs last week. Tonight's game not only gives them a chance to, tie the Broncos in the standings because the Broncos are 9-5, the Chargers are 8-6, but also a very interesting spot if you get a win over a team that is only one game ahead of you in the standings right now. I'm a big fan of Bo Nix, but you're talking about a guy that has looked like more of a rookie of late than he had in recent weeks. He threw 2 total interceptions in 10 games between weeks 3 and 12. Totally unsustainable, but still very good. And now he's been picked off 5 times over the last 2 weeks. And to me, listen, don't get me wrong, he's not bad. I like Bo Nix. You guys know that. But the defense has propped Denver up considerably of late. And also just some terrible miscues on offense from their opponents. Think about this, like the Adonai Mitchell backwards pass across the field that got picked off for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor dropping the ball at the goal line turned into a fumble. The Colts had 5 turnovers last week. And then the Jameis game 2 weeks before that, prior to the bye for Denver, Jameis threw 2 terrible pick sixes. Again, it's not that Nix has been bad, but he hasn't been good enough to win these games on his own recently. He's been getting picked off. Meanwhile, you have a guy in Justin Herbert who's thrown 2 interceptions on the season. It's the fewest in football. I know they're not a pass-heavy team, but still, it speaks to the fact that this team is not turnover-prone because only the Bills have fewer total turnovers on the season with the Chargers, who have 8 through 14 games. So I can understand both sides of this, no doubt. You look at it, you go, look, it's extremely important for both teams. Home field advantage doesn't really count all that much for the Chargers. They don't have a potent offense outside of the Herbert and McConkey connection. No real run game right now. Neither does Denver. And Patrick Surtain's off the injury report. I get all that. But I'd still lean on the turnover battle here. And I think the Chargers can win in this department. I like the veteran quarterback at home coming off a bad loss with a top-tier coach to kind of turn things around in short order with only a few days of rest on a Thursday night football game. So yes, we're getting them inside of a field goal at home. That's the spot. I'll take it coming off a terrible loss. All right, let's talk props. Let's talk sides. We got some fun ones today, or props and touchdowns. Before we do though, guys, football season's almost over. It sucks. It's my favorite time of the year. It's really the only sport I fully invest myself into during the season. But I can tell you, with our portfolio EV tools over at OddsShopper, I'll throw it on the screen. It's straight from my picket. I'm up, $9,000 in NHL since the start of the year. I haven't watched a single NHL game. Up, almost $4,500 in NBA. I don't have the time to watch NBA. I'm getting over 100 bets down. I have 100 bets down today. It is 10 Eastern in the morning. I have over 100 bets down today using Portfolio EV. All we're using is a market-based approach. We're sniping off all the bad odds in the market, taking a volume-based process here. We have a mass entry tool. You can literally click it. You can click the mass entry tool and it'll preload 20 bets into your bet slip that quick. You're talking like a 20-minute per day time commitment to just, I don't like to use the term free money because it sounds grimy, but it has been for anyone that's using it. Greg Ehrenberg over on Twitter with OddsShopper, he's with us. He took $100 to prove that he could turn this into something big. $100. Empties his bankroll each day. And it's now up over $630 since the start of the NBA season. It doesn't matter what your bankroll is. If you want to take betting, I mean, serious. Look, we dig for good props and good bets every day when I do this video. I would never mail it in for you guys. But when I'm talking about actually making legitimate money betting, this has been the best way for me to do it. And as a busy person, many of you are too, no time commitment whatsoever. So right now with the Christmas deal, Christmas sale, Gift EV is the promo, GIFT EV, all one word. Link in the description and the pinned comment. If you want to check it out, it's getting you 50% off your first month, be well on your way to legitimately making good profits. Just watch the tutorials, ask the questions, join the Discord. Learning curve is very small. Jump in and start making money with us, man, especially with football season coming to an end. Link is down there. Promo code is GIFTEV if you want to check it out. All right, Quentin Johnston, under 3.5 receptions. Ladd McConkey, over 5.5 receptions. Best odds, minus 130 on Bet365 for Johnston, and McConkey, minus 140 on FanDuel. Look, Johnston's going to line up outside over 90% of the time. He has all season. While Patrick Surtain, who is apparently healthy, is exclusively outside as well. I think he's played 30 snaps. He's lined up 30 times inside in the slot today, or 30 times in the slot all season. Meanwhile, McConkey, and that's just a brutal matchup. We've seen Surtain just absolutely shut these guys down all season. Whether he's shadowing or not, he's going to spend a ton of time on Johnston. McConkey's going to see a lot of Jaquan McMillan, who's certainly no slouch, but he's going to have his hands full with McConkey. We really don't care what McConkey does after the catch with the ball in his hands. So the fact that McMillan has allowed completions on almost 75% of targets this year bodes well for us, especially knowing that McConkey is the clear number one in this offense. Denver has one of the best perimeter defenders in the game, and Will Dissly remains out for tonight. So give me those two spots and props. And then for touchdowns, you guys already know I am a sucker when it comes to Courtland Sutton. All right. But I think even though I might have been too early this season on him, I think I've kind of been vindicated. This guy's good, right? Like, he's good, and the connection with Bo Nix is real. So I'll pat myself on the back while at the same time knowing that I've probably lost money on Courtland Sutton bets this year, because every time I seem to do it, it's inaccurate. However, plus 210 on Bet365. Link in the description chat too for that. If you're in any of those states, get $150 in bonus bets just by betting $5 when you sign up. But I'm shocked to see Bet365 offering better touchdown props than anywhere else. This is way off from the rest of the market. The reason we're always on Bet365 is because of their great promos, not because of their touchdown props. Generally, they're worst in the market. Not today. You've got FanDuel at plus 155. You've got DraftKings at plus 165. Pinnacle even at plus 180. Plus 210 here looks pretty good, because since his zero target game in week 7, 0 targets, remember that against the Saints when they routed them? Sutton has a near 30% target share over the last 7 weeks, almost 9.5 targets per game. No one's even close to that on this team. But more importantly, there isn't a single player in football with more end zone targets than Sutton. He's got 14. And only Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson have more looks in the red zone, with 1 and 2 respectively more than Courtland Sutton. Plus, the Chargers defense has been super interesting this year. They've allowed 3 total rushing touchdowns to running backs. That's the fewest in football. They've allowed 3 rushing touchdowns to quarterbacks, so 6 rushing touchdowns altogether. That's nothing. And only 1 touchdown to tight ends. Meanwhile, their 16 touchdowns to wide receivers is 5th most in football. So there you have it. Sides, touchdowns, regular props. We got you covered for today. Guys, enjoy the game. Let me know where you're at down below. Tail and fading, going Broncos on this side. Wouldn't blame you. And seriously, you want to join us over at OddsShopper for Portfolio EV. Truly take your profits to the next level. Like, I'm living testament of that. Gift EV is that promo. Just use that link. Use Gift EV at checkout, and we'll see you guys over there. Say hello in Discord, by the way. Awesome community of sharp bettors that can really help you get on your feet. Anyway, until next time, I'll see you guys back here Monday Night Football. Picks for that. Peace.